Hello, welcome to Cocked Dice. I'm Charlie and this is not New Year, New Army. Ian and guests are sticking with the 40k army theme, so you can still get your grimdark space satire fix, but this year I fancy something a little bit different. Last year I put together more or less 1,000 points for an Adeptus Custodes army using almost entirely stuff I found in my garage. It cost me exactly one set of Sagittarium Guard guns if you ignore the small fortune I spent on Pallid Wych Flesh paint. And it was only mildly painful layering white on white on white on white on the bodyguards of the most appalling fictional despots since Scar and the Lion King. But inconveniently enough, Games Workshop only went ahead and released the new Adeptus Custodes Codex after Christmas. That means that I already have a new army for this year. That also means I don't particularly need a new Games Workshop army for the next 12 months, beside my Custodes and the Sisters of Battle that I reluctantly painted back in 2020. But while you pick your jaw up off the floor at the idea of not needing a new 40k army, I thought it might be fun to do something a little bit different. And with that, let me introduce you to Backlog Roulette. These are some of the unbuilt, unpainted and otherwise unloved miniatures that I found in my garage while I was digging out the Golden Boys last year. And I've still failed to get through any of them. So I thought, what better way to get Ian off my back and tackle my impulse control failures than to play a little game with them here on the channel. We've got a Bushido gang box that I remember nothing about, some Victoria's gang from the edition when Malifo's sculptor hated hobbyists, several GW characters where the box art intimidated me into never painting them, a Mystery Forge World box that I think it'd be more fun not to open yet. There's some Carnivale models from the Strigoi and Doctors gangs in there too, as well as their excellent female alternative sculpts for the gang leaders. We've got a few wildcards in here, minis from Marvel Crisis Protocol, which I started following for the excellent YouTube tutorials by Sarastro. A recent Kickstarter called Takare, which is an Infinity-ish styled rugby sports game. That could be fun to paint. And then one of several really big models from Jack Dyer's Gatefall. Because what's an internet challenge if you don't make it harder than it needs to be? So here's how it'll work. First off, I'm going to finish painting those Custodes Terminators. They're half done and they're actually useful for my army, plus I thought we should all ease into this with some GW material, and then I'll build and prep some of the other minis ready for the next round. At the end of each update, I'll roll a dice and we'll see what goes on the paint table next. I might even put some more Solar Watch Custodes on the one so that I still have to suffer a critical failure, because that seems fair. I wasn't super enthusiastic about starting a new army, and the Siren Song of Genestealer cults actually started to make me feel bad about the amount of plastic and metal that's just sitting in boxes, never seeing the light of day. If 40k really is your thing, then maybe you'll find the odd bit interesting if we get to plot through older characters like Kyrie Draxus or the Eisenhorn mini I've been too afraid to paint since it was released. But there's still plenty to keep you happy over the other New Year projects. If, like me though, you just enjoy watching amateur painters slowly drowning under the weight of their over-optimistic hobby projects, then pull up a pew and watch the show. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go and scrape the one off my dice. Ta-ta.